Alright, so we'll get this started. Well, thank you for joining me, especially on Instagram, early comers. Y'all are right on time, so pretty much late in terms of my timing. And I'll just wait a little bit, maybe just a minute for people to come in on YouTube's. I'll get going anyway. Alright, let's start this up. So, hello and welcome back to my Thirsty Guitar Thursday live stream, and this is number 7. And this is a place where classical guitar and drinks are paired just for you all. And so it's a new year, new start, got new drinks, and kind of a new setup. Doing the usual kind of 3 different pieces, paired with 3 different drinks, plus an added bonus. Watcher voted on piece, which somebody voted on one of the pieces that I put up on my Instagram, so I'm going with that one. Alright, we got somebody in here in the YouTube. I still don't know if I understand how YouTube Live works. I think people are in there. It says that there's more than one person in here, but I don't see where they are. Okay, I'll say hi to them when I figure that out later. Okay, so I'll get right to it with my first piece. So my first piece, I have a Baltimore classic, paired with a little bit of an older classic. So I have here Peabody Heights Mr. Trash Wheel's Lost Python Ale. It's as tasty as it is fun to say. So, as anyone who is familiar with Baltimore knows, that we're famous for our crabs, although it's a wonder that anything actually lives in our waters, seeing how kind of polluted and not so great it is. So we had a trash wheel put in right in the middle of the bay, and I think people complained that it might be kind of an eyesore, so they kind of made it into this, they put eyes on it, and now it's our Mr. Trash Wheel. And that's what we got in Be More, who just came in. Hey! It's the person that actually voted on my music. Hello. Thanks for joining us. Yo, Brian, you've tried this Mr. Trash Wheel Lost Python, right? This is a good one. Alright, so this is a session ale, session IPA, so it's very drinkable, low alcohol content, but has a lot of flavor, has a good kick to it. You can kick back a few of these, you can kind of drink a few of these on a good day. It's a good way to start or end any outing or inning, since a lot of things are innings these days. Innies, yeah. Okay, so I'm pairing that with, since I'm starting my concert with this, my live stream with this one, I thought I'd start with something that most of us classical musicians typically start our practice sessions with, an etude. But even though etudes are typically kind of focused on technique and kind of flashy and fancy, they also work really well as concert pieces as well. So they're like technique pieces, but also sound cool. All right, who do I got in the YouTubes? All right, go ahead and say hi if you're joining me on YouTube. Apparently that's the only way I know who you are. So it'd be cool to say hi. And if not, that's cool. You can just hang out, listen, drink with me, and let me know what you all are drinking. And I do put the drinks in ahead of time, so if you guys want to drink along with me, you guys could do that if you want. Although I guess some of these are kind of area specific, so I don't know, might not be able to get all of them, but you could get something kind of close. Oh, actually, something that somebody suggested before is that I kind of pour these, so you get the idea. It's pretty basic, but it tastes a lot fancier than it looks. This is a really good one. Now my goblet. Alright, so now for the music. So, the piece that I'm starting with is Kost's Etude number 12, and he was an Italian composer and did a lot of really virtuosic, cool pieces. Um, and as I like to start, and it's from 19th century, and as I like to start all my 19th century pieces that I play, start with just a little bit of an improvised prelude to it. I swear I had that chord progression this morning. It's alright. Okay. Kicking things off. And now moving on. So with these, I'm just kind of move these along a little bit more than I had been in the past. And my next one will be a little bit longer than that. And my next piece that I got, let's see here, what do I have lined up after that? Oh yeah, so this is an old favorite of mine. This one is Breckenridge Oatmeal Stout. Perfect for this time of year. When it's cold out, I always like to reach for a good, hearty, dark kind of ale. Who do we got here? Oh, thank you, Javier. I have a nice, dark, malty oatmeal stout. Always great on a cold day, especially today. We got this cold front coming in here on the East Coast. It's been cold, so this is really good for this time. That's tasty. Oaty and malty. And I'm going to be pairing this one with a piece. I've been trying to record this one. It's been a slow going process. Haven't done a whole lot of recording in the past, so kind of figuring all that out. Doing a lot of stuff with audio recording software and video recording software. Musicians kind of have to do everything nowadays, unless we're like rich, which not all of us are. So we kind of have to make do with what we got. So I'm going to be pairing this one with Peabody, which is, I think it's a really good piece for this time, for winter. It's kind of a darker, solemn piece. I think it's nice, kind of reflective, very good for COVID. And I thought it was good to record this one during this time because, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of just kind of reminds you a little bit of being solitary and kind of alone. Kind of has that kind of feeling to it, since it's kind of melancholy, and but a really cool piece, really great, and also by a really weird composer, Eric Satie. He was an interesting guy. Yeah, so weird piece for weird times. This is Hymnopody number 1. What do we got? Oh yes. So yes, about the prelude. Yes, that was actually common practice in 19th century to do a little prelude before starting a piece. I did some research on that at Peabody while I was there. Um, and there are actually a bunch of writings, people talking about how it was just common or would have sounded weird not to prelude. We have writings from one of Franz Liszt's students, Amy May, I think, talking about her teacher always just kind of improvising something right off the top of his head right before something. And also, we have a bunch of treatises, specifically from like Czerny, pianist, talking about improvising, an entire treatise or lesson book on improvising. And also, Crowley has this really interesting small treatise on improvising, everything from just like a few chords to like a lot of really complicated written out things for preluding. So yeah, that's something I've been trying to kind of do a little bit more of here and there. So anyway, that's a tangent. But a good one. Good question. Good question. All right. So now, for my oatmeal stout, Breckenridge oatmeal stout, pairing that with Eric Satie's Hymnopédie number 1. All right. I tried to make all my burps on that one right on beat. I need to change it up. I need to like do whiskeys or wine in between, so I don't have so much of the burps from all the carbonation. Gosh. All right, so to my next one, I'm gonna be doing my follower voted piece this time. So, thank you for voting, and you guys, if you have any requests of any of the pieces that I've done previously, go ahead. You can put in your requests now in the chat, or when I put them up on my Instagram, I'll probably put a couple suggestions and things. And you can go back and check out all my previous Thirsty Guitar Thursdays on my YouTube channel. That's just search Andrew Oswinkle or search Thirsty Guitar Thursdays, and should come up. And subscribe there, and that'll give you notifications about upcoming live streams, and you can see most of my past ones. The ones I wasn't totally ashamed of that I kept up. And you can see some of the ones that I did there, and I'll make suggestions on my Instagram, and you can check those out and vote on those, and that'd be really great. Thank you. So this one, requested by my man Brian. Thank you. This is Brower's Un Dia, Leo Brower. Really awesome, famous modern composer. One of our treasures, still living. COVID hasn't gotten all of them yet. They got Julian Bream, but they haven't gotten him yet. So really glad we still have him, and he's still writing stuff, which is crazy. I think people are commissioning him and trying to get as much as they can while he's still around. But really fantastic composer, and this is from his earlier period, before he got kind of wild. And well, actually no, this was his return. He started out really avant-garde, and then he got really tonal, and now he's doing more modern stuff. Cool guy, really interesting. So this is his kind of middle period, interesting, mellow, but a really cool piece. This is Un Dia de Noviembre. I know it's not November, but it kind of feels pretty dreary like November, so I think it works pretty well. All right. And I thought about pairing something with the user requested one, but I feel like 3 drinks is probably enough. All right. Hey, Josue. How's it going, man? Good to see you. All right, and that brings me to my last one. Oh, and before I say that, I do have a newsletter. I need to put that up in my description on the YouTube page. But yes, newsletter. You guys can hear about all my upcoming Thirsty Thursdays, other live events. Sometimes I do live streams on other places. And I got some video projects hopefully coming up soon. Did this collaboration of a Baroque piece with me and a vibraphonist. It's been turned out really cool, so excited for that one. That should come out in a few weeks. So check out my newsletter and get all the updates and everything right as it happens. And I like to throw in a few little fun stories and things. Well, hey, Bernie. All right. Glad you enjoyed it, Bernie. And Prue. Cool. So, yes, subscribe to the newsletter, check out my YouTube channel, subscribe and get notifications and see about all upcoming events and live streams. And also, you can check out the beers that I'll be doing ahead of time, so you can drink along if you want. Regionally varying, considering if you can get them in the area. I guess I do a lot of local Baltimore stuff, but I'll post descriptions, give a little, give you an idea of what the kinds that they are, so you can get stuff that's similar to them as well. Should be fun. Okay, so for my last one, I have a really good one by Union Craft Brewing, and this is their Divine. And I discovered this one over the summer, and I think this is like my new favorite thing from Union now. It is a truly divine beer, and it's technically an ale. It's pretty much an IPA. They just call it a hoppy ale. I don't really see much difference between a hoppy ale and an IPA, to be honest. But yeah, maybe they're fancy requirements to call it an IPA. I don't know. This is a really good one. It's kind of a lighter one. It's got a lot of hops, but it's kind of sparkly. It's kind of a sassy beer. Divine. It's like some sassy lady you might meet downtown named Divine. She'll give you some sass. All right, but really good one. Enjoy this one a lot. And cool. Hey, Terrell, how's it going? Good to see you. Also, if you missed any of this, you can always head over to my YouTube channel to check out the whole video. I'll leave it up there for a while, in case you missed any of the goodness of the live stream. So, the Divine. I'm going to be pairing that with a favorite piece by Francisco Tarraga. This is Maria. But it's a kind of lively, upbeat, kind of fast-paced. And it's kind of speculated that it's probably written about his wife, Maria. And I don't know what the character of this might say about who she was, but she seemed like she might have been a spunky gal. It's pretty lively, upbeat, and really enjoyable piece all in all. So this will be my last one that I'll be doing. So thank you all for joining, and I hope you enjoy. There it is. Alright, thank you all so much for joining me in my 7th Thirsty Guitar Thursday. Check out my YouTube channel, subscribe there, check out my newsletter, which I'll update, and I don't know, go to my website, aoguitar.com. It has it there as well. And thank you all so much, and cheers. End in the stream.